I love watching this hive. This is the strongest hive in this bee yard. That's a single hive, single brood chamber with 3 deep honey boxes on it. 2 top ones are full. And then the next one, oh shit, it could be full by now too. I put it on there probably 5 days ago, somewhere in there. I think I put it full of pulled frames though, so they'll be rocking. Yeah, that's mine beside it. This is my grandson's hive. Gave it to him, he pulled 2 nukes and sold them. Through me, of course. And then he's had that pollen trap underneath. And he's got 3 honey supers on top. So, little man's making money. He's still at the point where he has green ones and brown ones and green ones and red ones and blue ones and purple ones. So that's his cash, right? So he doesn't necessarily know how much they're worth. He knows what color they are, and he gets separated in his wallet that way. But he makes some good purchases, and it's cool to see him. This is sort of like his own little business, one beehive, right? When you think about it, each one of these boxes will be sitting at in the area of 70 pounds of honey come off of it, right? So that's 210 pounds sitting here probably, I would imagine, in that area. I will be watching in case I have to put another one on, but I don't have them going in through the pollen trap right now. I've decided to stop that because it's late in August. I think it's the 20th or something like that today. I don't know. Might be the 22nd. Anyway, give them the last bit of pollen for the year, and they're making all the winter bees and stuff, right? So we'll just let them have what they should to raise those winter bees, right? So they can they'll be able to build up all their fat bodies and to get through winter. But I just love watching this hive, like I say, because none of mine look this cool, but tons of bees going in there. And then so he's made the money off the nukes, making it off the honey. Then he's got this going on. We empty this every couple days. The hive's getting heavy, so the pollen trap doesn't pull out as easy. Oh man, because it's got all those heavy boxes on top pressing down. Man, I just had this open, I thought, yesterday. But like, he's got all this going on too, right? So he gives that to his mom. She dries it down and sells it in the shack. But he's a funny little guy. He's got an entrepreneurial mind for sure. He's saying, you know, Pops, I think I'm gonna bottle all this honey. And I'm gonna put it in the shack where Mom has her honey. But I'm gonna sell mine for $1 less than she sells hers. I said, you might have a hard time with that, because she's not going to want your bottles beside her bottles. Sell them for $1 less. I said, the easiest thing for you to do is sell your honey in bulk. So yeah, you won't get $15 for a 500 gram or well, I don't know what it is she's selling it for. She sells them in kilograms for $20 in the shack. So I said, you won't get, so that would be, you know, $10, little under $10 a pound, right? But I said, you won't get that, but you could sell it to her for $5 or $6, right? A pound. And then she can bottle it and make her own money off that, right? On top of that. So I said, and you get a big wad of money in your hand right all at one time. And he's going, I said, if you don't do it that way, I said, you're going to spend all year trying to sell it. And every few days you might end up with $20 in your pocket. Or you could end up with hundreds of dollars in your pocket. You end up with more than what you made in nukes in honey. And you'll get all the money in your hand. And so he's saying, man, I think, yeah, I'd like getting all the money. And he's always thinking about what he can buy his little sister with his money, which is sort of cute, man. It's sort of neat. He likes getting his own things, but he's, you know, he'll get his money and he'll give his sister some money. Not a lot, but he'll give her something, right? So she has a blue one or a purple one or whatever. Anyway, so that's what's going on with this big stack here. And like I say, it may get one more high. It started late because we had to take the nukes, right? Probably didn't have a honey box on that until probably closer to July. So this one here's doing okay too. I didn't think it was doing as good as it is, and got looking at it yesterday and I thought, I better put another box on that. That's one of those great big deep boxes from my great grandfather. It's got great big deep frames in it. So does this one over here. But this one's not doing as good because they didn't accept the first queen I put in. So they had to wait for the second one. So, you know, they fell a few days behind. And anyway, I put a second box on yesterday. Came down this morning and they are already up in the top. I don't know if you can see in there actually. Every single frame has bees on it. All the frames have bees on it. Whoa! What happened there? All the frames have bees on them. They're cleaning everything out. I don't know if they'll be putting honey in yet because they had to clean up all those frames, right? So, and this one had a pollen trap under it. We'll take a look at this pollen trap too. I have no idea what's in it. Oh, bees are getting in it somehow. I wonder why that is. And there's a lot of drones, so it must have been in the pollen trap before I closed it off, because I closed it off yesterday. Anyways, these stacks here are just empty boxes. I just stack them, keep the weather out of them, put a lid on them. I'll need all those for feeder boxes on top when fall comes. And I've just been piling stuff over here today. So, emptying the truck and bringing more stuff, emptying the truck again. So these are all mating boxes. So, starting to get those broken down and cleaned up. I still got a shitload of them around. This is those like three frame mating nukes, right? So you get 3 queens per box mating all at the same time. And I got a big stack of them up on another, up at the other end of the property here. And Probably have a couple more here to pick up still, because I just, like, yeah, it's starting to look like a mess, because I'm bringing stuff back from all the other yards, and just trying to get everything separated, and got a stack of skids here to start stacking stuff on, and I got skids in behind that trailer there. That's got a bunch of mating nukes back in there too. Anyway, hopefully next year's better year, and we'll be rocking. And I just wanted to show you guys that that hive. Oh, and of course Pops is, you know, Pops tells him that he's selling the nukes that he's making, right? Pops doesn't always, you know, it's his grandson. It's sort of a family situation, so I kept the nukes that he sold. And this box here is actually one of the nukes that he sold. I took it to another yard and set it down, put a queen in it. This was the first one he sold. And then I took a nuke out of it. And then I brought the remainder back here the same day, actually, so I could put another queen in it. The rest of whatever was left of the hive. So I put another queen in it. It sat here. I stole another nuke out of it. So I had a nuke. I sold 2 nukes out of that nuke. So basically, like, as it grew, as it gets up to 6 or 7 frames of bees, I'll sell them, right? So anyways, I bought his nuke, made 2 nukes out of it, and then brought them all back here anyways, just so I could watch them. I have another one, his second nuke that he sold. I actually sort of kept it too, just gave him the money, and then it's in another yard. It's on its 3rd queen as well. So anyway, these girls were like surprising me because they should be really weak, but I ended up having to put a honey super on it yesterday because that medium was on the top. It had a bunch of pulled medium frames, and I just wanted to get them into a box and a half for winter. So I put that medium that's on the bottom there, I had it on top, but I put a queen excluder in between so that the bees would come up and fill it full of honey, which would sanitize the cells, because I had no idea where these medium frames came from, what hive they came off or anything. And so I thought, well, I'll get them to put honey in it, and then when I move it below the queen excluder, if they clean the honey out of it, that's a sanitized cell that she can lay in, and there won't be any, like, I don't know, maybe like chalk brood or anything like that. It could have possibly been in there, I guess, or whatever. Anyways, I did that. Well, yesterday I checked it and it was over half full of honey, so I thought I better get more room on this, so I put it on the bottom. I took the queen excluder out, put the medium on the bottom, put the deep on top of that. And then I put a honey super on top of that. So we could say it's because of that hive over there, but really all the queens are just from my queens that I produce, right? So they do really well. Most of them do really well. No one can ever claim that all their bees are perfect, but what I breed are good for where I am, for Northern Ontario. And I hope to keep doing it. We'll see. anyways, talk to you later. No, maybe actually show my face here. So you know who I am. I most of the time make videos and don't even look at the camera. So maybe I'm shy. Who knows? Ask my wife. She'll probably tell you, nah, it's not the case.